What college did you go to, and then how did you end up working back in Vallejo?
Yeah, man. So, in order to really tell that, I got to start back in 2004, and that's when that's when I caught my first case while I was going to school in Texas.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so from there, I came back to Cali, scratched and clawed. You know what I mean? Finished my bachelor's degree. And then eventually got into Davis and started working on my PhD. Okay. And so I connected with this group called Sacramento Area Youth Speaks. Shout out to Dr. Vajra Watson, who, is really a sister and a mentor to me in this game. But through working with SAYS, I was able to connect with Dr. Bishop.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I made a connection with Dr. Bishop through the work. Not a close connection, but it's like enough for where she knew my face. You know what I mean?
Game recognized game.
Right. Then I connected with Sister Belle Reyes and Sister Kendra Montgomery.
I remember Kendra
at UC Davis, and they were like really focused on like community engagement, and so it was one of them things where I had a relationship with Shaq, and they was telling her like, oh yeah, we got this new brother in our program, woo, and, his name is Ijoma, and Shaq was like, oh, I know Ijoma, I got a relationship with him. So, they was putting their work together, and so, I don't know who came up with the idea, but they, all of them got together and was like, let's bring Ijoma on.
Right.
Let's see what he can do. And so, they understood that I had that experience, of being in the system, being in the streets and trying that street life, even though I was unsuccessful at it, right. Which is crazy, and they was like, you know what, I think he'd be good with the kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so they brought me in with the mandate of just one. They was like, look, we losing them all right now. So if you can just save one, we winning.
That's
you know what I mean? Like that was the mandate. Just
get one.
Just one. You know what I mean? And they would remind me of that all the time because, you know what I mean? Like we like baseball players. You know what I mean? Like if you really think about a baseball player, like they fail more than they succeed.
Right, you're right.
So
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. Like we'd be like, oh, he hit the ball 3 out of 10 times. Hey, that's good.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. But if you think about that, it's like, wait a minute, 3 out of 10. That's a lot of failure. Right. You know what I mean? That's not really success.
7 out of 10 times you fail.
7 out of 10 times you fail. So it was the same. It's the same with us. I feel like it's like we are working on a baseball scale.
Right.
If we can get 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10,
Hall of Fame.
We're Hall of Fame. Like we're on Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's unheard of to get 10 out of 10.
Right.
Or 8 or 9 out of 10. That's our goal always. But just the way the system works, man, it's hard to get, to be that. And if you show me a school or an educator that's getting 8, 9, 10 out of 10 and ain't jugging the numbers.
Right. Hey, they padding stats somewhere.
Come on now. It's easy to get 10 out of 10 of the right student.
Right.
You know what I mean? The ones that's coming from the right environments. It's hard to get 10 out of 10 when you dealing with students that got all the boxes checked.
Yeah, every single one. Homeless, probation, you know what I mean? Whatever,
just
free lunch,
yes,
all of it.
Just all the boxes. And so that's our calling, is working with students like that. And so
what